Hi, Micah here again from Websites Advice, and welcome to the third installment of our webinar series about website making. Again, don't forget to share and like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us also on Facebook for you to avail of the freebies that we are giving away. Remember, we'll be giving away promo codes from our web hosting provider partners, and we'll be selecting a lucky winner from one of you whom we will help in building his or her own website with 1 year free web hosting subscription. So follow us in all of our social media and keep on watching our webinar series. Now, in our last webinar, we talked about web hosting plans such as shared hosting, VPS hosting, cloud hosting, and dedicated hosting. I hope by now you're already eyeing a hosting plan for your website. Because if you do, it's time to choose the most suitable web hosting provider for you. Choosing a web hosting provider is a big decision. I think this decision is what's gonna make or break your website. With the right web host provider, your website can grow and be successful. And failure to choose the right one for you will cause you nothing but headaches, unnecessary expenses, and of course, frustrations. So you better choose wisely. Last time, we talked how making a website is like marriage. Choosing the most suitable hosting plan is the getting to know phase before the actual marriage. Now, choosing the web hosting provider is like the proposal. In the world of people, one guy proposes to the girl, but in the world of website making, you will get proposed on by many web hosting companies. Now, each proposal you get, they tell you sugar-coated offers and guarantees a top-level service. And sometimes, with the many options you have, with the many available options that they give you, it gets harder to choose which web hosting company would you like to be engaged to. So, here at Websites Advice, we'll keep it simple and comprehensive for you. We will guide you in making sound decisions in choosing not only the best, but the most suitable web hosting provider for you. We'll limit our proposal to 9 top picks web hosting providers of Websites Advice and tell you why we think and tell you what we think rather are some factors that you should consider in looking for a web host provider. So, are you ready? Let's begin. Web hosting providers. Top picks by Websites Advice. So in this webinar, we'll be helping you in choosing the most suitable web hosting provider. In this webinar, we actually have two parts. The first part is we'll be giving you some factors that we think you should consider before choosing any web hosting provider. And the second part of the webinar is where we will disclose the 9 top picks web hosting providers of Websites Advice. We'll tell you why we recommend them and we'll show you why we do so. So first on our webinar is a checklist. So let's create a checklist of the factors we think you should consider in choosing the right web host for your website. First on our list is ask yourself, do I understand the needs of my website? Just like in choosing the right web hosting plan, the number one factor really is self-check. Know the needs of your website first. As I always say, no one knows your website more than you do. So ask yourself, what type of website do I want? You may say, it's a very broad question. Yes, that's what makes it a strong question, because you can be generous on how you will answer it. You may also argue, it's a simple question. I already know the answer. Yes, but it's actually a very, very important question. That's why you need to keep on repeating repeating this question and answering this question. And don't ever settle for a simple answer. The more detailed you get, the better, because this will be the basis of all the decisions that you will make in choosing a web hosting provider. So if you've done that and you're already eyeing for a particular web hosting provider, you need to ask another factor. You need to consider another factor, and that is, does this web hosting provider have good reliability scores? When we talk about reliability, we mean the uptime and the speed. Uptime refers to the time that your website is available to the users. It also is it has something to do with availability. So your website should always be available in the internet, right? Whenever somebody looks it up, anytime, anywhere, it is available. It is up and running in the internet. Now, the ideal uptime is 100%. Of course, you want your website to always be available in the internet, but that's not always the case. So the industry standard today when it comes to uptime is 99.95%, and anything below it, below 99%, should be avoided. So that means that when you choose a web hosting provider, just make sure that it's beyond 99% and not below 99%. Okay? Uptime is an important factor, especially if you're selling online. You don't want to lose sales. Even a couple of minutes of downtime, that impose a great or a big loss to sales, especially if you are in e-commerce. Now, third on our checklist is ask, can this provider guarantee a quick response and speed time? Now, this refers to the loading time of your website. How fast does the information of your website travel from your server to the screen of the browser or the visitor of your website? Now, choose a provider that can offer stability, meaning it doesn't fluctuate. Think of it like a light bulb. You don't want a flickering light bulb. You want a steady one. Same with having a website. You want something that doesn't shut down and shut on, shut down and off like that. So when you use or when your customer uses it. So stability is really important in a particular web hosting provider. Now, speed is another factor that you should consider. This means that your website is loading smoothly and fast whenever a visitor or customer checks out your website. So, find a web hosting provider that is stable and that has a good speed. Next on our list, ask yourself, can this provider give my website the security it needs? One of the most important yet in our checklist. As I said before, website security is a responsibility of both the web hosting provider and website owner. So might as well partner with a provider that has a strong reputation when it comes to security. Just take note that it doesn't always come free. Some web hosting providers may offer free SSL certificates, may offer additional free features, but the rest of it, you really need to invest in the protection and security of your website. Next factor is ask, does this provider offer a very satisfying customer service? Especially if you are a newbie in website making or in websites in general. At some point, you will need assistance from your web hosting provider, and it's good if they can really provide a very satisfying and an available customer support whenever you need it. So try to research for, or before choosing any web hosting provider, check out their customer support options. So if you think these options are enough, then perhaps this is a good web hosting provider, because believe me, you will really need it along the way. Next is, can I afford what this provider is hosting or is offering, sorry. So it's price. Of course, price is one of the biggest factors in considering a web hosting provider. Price is always perhaps even the biggest factor one uh, that one considers before choosing any website provider. You don't want to have extra expenses or services that your website doesn't really need. So you better select a provider that is just right, meaning something you can afford and something that your website really need. So it all boils down again to the number one question: what does your website need? Because in answering that question, you will be able to answer this question. You don't want, again, any extra costs for your website. And speaking of price, it's also wise to add on your checklist to ask, does this provider offer a stable price? Consider not only the initial or the starting or the first price or the first payment that you will give to a web hosting provider. Consider the long-term cost when choosing a web host. In terms of pricing, in the world of web hosting, you look for the starting price and the renewal price. The starting price have a huge discount, of course, because they want you to sign in their hosting service. That's why they offer you a lot of discounts. They offer even free web hosting, but only for a specific period of time. So if you want your website to run for about 5 or 10 or 15 years from now, you should also consider the renewal price of your website. So as I said, the starting price are discounted, hugely discounted. And the renewal price, sometimes it's a very big leap from the starting price. So make sure to check it out as well. So don't just see that, or don't just go for a web hosting provider that offers like $1 or $2 a month, but after 3 years. But after that 3 year subscription, it jumps up to 10, 20, or higher. So make sure to check out also the renewal prices. Next on our list, does this provider offer money back guarantees? So when you've already selected a web hosting provider, it's wise to like test it first, right? So it's nice, or it's really wise to have this on your checklist, a part of your checklist, because you might never know if you are not satisfied with the service of the hosting provider. So at least you have a trial period where you can test the service of the web hosting provider, and you can also assess your website in the first few months, or in the first month really of your website creation once you've made your website. So make sure that check out or choose web hosting provider that offers money back guarantees, meaning if you did not, or if you are not satisfied with their service, they will give you the money that you have paid for, and you can go ahead and select another if you deem their service not satisfactory. Okay, next, does this provider have a good backup policy? Now, I told you last time, everything you put online is at risk, no matter how secure your website is. So it is essential to look for a provider who has a very good backup policy. Each web hosting provider offers a different plan for data backup. Some offer it for free, some offer it with a price, some back up weekly, daily, monthly, yearly. Sometimes they back it up only for a period of time but then erases it. So you need to really make sure that you know the backup policy of your web hosting provider before signing to them, because you might never know if an accident happens. And accidents in the language of web hosting or website is your website getting attacked, acquiring a virus, or perhaps even at times when you want to restart again your website, perhaps you discontinued your website, then decided to continue it again. So you really need a web hosting plan or a web hosting provider that offers a good backup policy. Okay. The next one is, does it have the hosting plan I need? We talked about hosting plans, right? Shared hosting, VPS hosting, cloud hosting, dedicated hosting, and there are other types of hosting plans that each web hosting providers offer as well. Just like WordPress hosting, we also have managed and unmanaged types of hosting. So try to understand that first too in the web hosting provider that you've selected. So that's also something that you can think of, or one of the checklists that you should look into. Last but not the least is, does this provider have the other features that I need for my website? Almost all providers really will give you the basic features that a website will need. However, it is also important to see the other features that each web hosting provider provides, because you might never know that is something that your website would really need. Perhaps it's something that you haven't realized, but since it was offered, perhaps it's something that you should also consider. All right, so these are the 10 factors that we think you should be considering before selecting any web hosting providers out there. You really need to be wise in doing this, because as I say, this can make or break your website. Now, let's check out the top picks of web host or websites advice when it comes to web hosting providers. Now, making the right decision is really the key factor in building a successful website. So here in Websites Advice, we'll help you rather in choosing the best web hosting provider for you. There's a pool of many web hosting providers out there, and we'll narrow it for you. So basing on our research, here are the 9 top picks web hosting providers that we recommend you consider in starting your website. We'll give you an overview about these web hosting providers, their pricing plans, and why we recommend them. First on our list is Bluehost. Bluehost was founded in 2003 and is one of the largest web hosting companies, known for its feature-rich hosting solutions based on Linux. They provide a robust hosting service ranging from shared web hosting, VPS, dedicated, website beginners, bloggers, even for small and medium-sized businesses. It is considered one of the most popular web hosts in the industry. They power over 2 million domains. They host over 2 million domains and websites, and they hold a solid reputation among webmaster communities. So if you're looking to build a website or blog, you want to check out Bluehost, since it's it's one of the only 3 WordPress approved web hosting companies. We talked about WordPress in our first webinar, right? We told you that it powers 30% of the internet. That's a lot of websites. So if a web hosting provider is recommended by Bluehost, that tells you that that web hosting provider works well with with WordPress. So if you plan to make a website using WordPress, then Bluehost is probably one of the options that you might want to consider. Bluehost, since is a massive web host known for its expertise in WordPress. They also have variety of one-stop shop tools, and they have bargain rates. It has engineers working on the very core of WordPress program, and their cheapest shared hosting plan can only cost you a few dollars a month for a single domain. Their uptime is about 99.99%. It's almost perfect, right? Their security, they offer a lot of security, a huge number of options, one of which is free SSL certificate and Cloudflare. They also have 24/7 phone support, 30 days money back guarantee. They do paid daily backups, but not available for all hosting plans. So it also depends. The backup depends on what hosting plan you would like to choose from Bluehost. And their pricing, we can say that it's low. They have low prices, especially starting prices, but they offer it low because they want your commitment. So the pricing is in terms of commitment. The longer you commit to them, the lower price you will get. And this is all for their hosting, all their types of hosting plans. Now, for specific prices, I suggest you check out our website, websitesadvice.com. We put there the different, and we compared even the different hosting plan prices of Bluehost from shared VPS to dedicated hosting. So you might want to check that out if you really want to see the prices. But as for the price, we can say that they offer low cost and affordable prices. But of course, you need to check out the renewal rates. It differs and it changes over time. So make sure to always constantly check, okay? And why do we recommend Bluehost? Why Bluehost? Now, Bluehost, our editors strongly recommend Bluehost. It's a hosting solution that are great for individuals and businesses for all sizes. Whether you plan to build a personal blog, corporate site, Bluehost is the right one for you. Besides, Bluehost supports you all the time. They have impeccable 24/7 customer support, and they help you upgrade easily when your website grows. Next on our top pick is Alibaba Cloud. Now, Alibaba Cloud is a Chinese cloud computing giant that provides a variety of high-performance, business-oriented cloud services, data storage, relational databases, big data analytics, content delivery networks, and more. Alibaba Cloud is the #1 hosting provider in China and in Asia. So that means a lot, right? They have many of the same products as that of the Amazon Web Services, but this business offers several more accessible products, including domain registration and various types of web hosting, among other enterprise-only services. So when it comes to their uptime, it's also the #1 hosting provider in China and Asia Pacific. When it comes to their uptime, they have an uptime of 99.995%. Security, they use high-end security features, cloud-native security, and also other professional security services. As to the support that they give to their customers, they offer live chat support. And here's the good thing: more than 20 always free products and a free trial on 16 paid products. So they offer free trials for the services and for the services that they offer. It's just that in Alibaba Cloud, they have limited hosting plan. That's why it's called Alibaba Cloud. So they cater to cloud hosting specifically. Their pricing is fairly priced web hosting plan. So in the world of web hosting provider pricing, we deem that the way they price their products is fairly priced. And that's good, especially so that they offer cloud hosting, which is an innovative way of hosting plan today. And again, if you want to check out the specific prices, check out our website. We offer there a very comprehensive review of each of the pricing plans that Alibaba Cloud is providing. Now, we recommend Alibaba Cloud because it's the #1 hosting provider in China, in Asia. So we're talking about Asia here. So it powers the websites in Asia. So that's a good thing, meaning it's a strong web hosting provider. Um, they have speeds and uptime that continuously rank among the top, so you should really consider them. And their plans are flexible. It's affordable and it's packed with different features. The wide variety of plans is a plus, so you are sure to find a plan that suits your website needs. But of course, again, the plan is cloud hosting. Next, we have Bysend. Bysend was founded in 2011. It's dedicated to providing customers or to provide to their customers high quality managed web hosting services using industry leading technologies. Like the other web hosting services, Bysend is committed to helping small businesses and individuals thrive online. They provide hosting services that manage and customize the server for different applications such as WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, Magento, among others. As Plesk's Platinum affiliate, all applications, both Linux and Windows platform, use Plesk as a control panel. So being control panel refers to the tools that you use when you customize your website or your web hosting provider. So they offer a unique and consistent experience to their customers when using their hosting services. So Bysend is an integrated online business distribution network providers retails all the features required for building website. So this feature aims to provide a website building manager for users and to make the website as simple as buying online. So it's more catering to its user friendliness to its customers. It provides users with a range of website building resources, including managed cloud storage, domains, SSLs, and client emails. Whether you are a newbie or an expert, you can use Bysend services to get your ideas online quickly. Their uptime is 99.9%. They offer a lot of security features as well, SSL certificates, Symantec, GeoTrust, Komodo, among others. They also offer 24/7 customer support via email, live chat, or support tickets for logged in users. They have a 30-day money back guarantee with weekly automated backups and recovery. Now, when it comes to their pricing, they have competitive pricing. They offer good features, so expect that they'll be higher than that of the other web hosting providers. But then again, it's competitive enough, considering the features that they offer. Now, we recommend Bysend because we believe that customers should have their answers according to your real experience, customer reviews, and this detailed analysis. So Bysend provides low cost and easy to use hosting of Linux hosting and reseller, low cost feature rich hosting provider, as well as various secure SSL certificates. Bysend cloud solutions are robust with the help of 2 premium data centers and attentive customer service. Therefore, to seek Bysend, we genuinely encourage individuals and SMBs to take advantage of its 30-day money-back guarantee and huge discounts. So that is why we recommend Bysend. And when it comes to security, Bysend and the world's leading providers of SSL certificates have what we call as partnership. So guarantee that the security features that Bysend offers are really strong. So next on our top picks, we have GoDaddy. GoDaddy was founded in 1997 and it has become the world's largest ICANN, Accredited Domain Registry Organization. Remember ICANN? We talked about it when we talked about domain registrations. They are the one who manages domains, right? And GoDaddy is accredited with them, and it manages over 40 million domain names. The company also offers e-business software and services such as email, website creation, and internet marketing services. They have SSL, different security services, and hosting and registration services. Now, in 2011, GoDaddy was sold in a deal in which investment firms KKR, Silver Lake, and Technology Fusion companies owned the bulk of the company's share. Now, Bob Parsons had then stepped down as the CEO. The company announced its plan to go public in June 2014 with an initial public offering of $100 million. So this is just something trivial that we can offer about GoDaddy. That's how big GoDaddy is. Now, why do we recommend GoDaddy? Or before that, let's check out some of its features. Uptime is 99.97%. As I said, it offers a huge variety of security features, including SSL certificates, authentication, web authentication, device testing, spam and malware detection, and security scans. They have 24/7 phone and online web chat support system. They offer different variety of plans, shared, VPS, WordPress, even cloud and reseller domain type of service of hosting plans. Their prices, many upsells, and high renewal rates. So when you go to GoDaddy.com, you will encounter a lot of upsells, add-ons. So they will try to upsell you, try to offer you services that they think you need. But then again, it all boils down to the number one factor, right? So make sure that when you choose GoDaddy, make sure that you have all the information that you need so that you won't get convinced by the upsells that they would recommend if you really are strict in your budget. And they have very high renewal rates. It's a big leap from that of the starting price that they offer. Now, we recommend GoDaddy given its pedigree, experience in the industry, and hosting offerings. It's hard not to recommend GoDaddy. GoDaddy has many business and consumer-friendly options, so that's a good thing, especially if you're a newbie. A far more reliable hosted email service based on Microsoft, and also provides quality 24/7 customer service. On the other hand, with its cheapest plan, you are getting skimpy email storage, and there are no month-to-month plans at all. Even if you're trying to set up a website, a fast website that is, GoDaddy has the resources you'll need for a smooth launch, provided its uptime is getting better. Okay, so GoDaddy is really a good choice also for a web hosting provider. Now, it's recommended. We have HostGator. So HostGator is a leading global provider of shared reseller, VPS, and dedicated web hosting services. It's one of the most popular web hosting providers out there. Now, the company was founded in 2002, and they have a headquarters in Texas. And HostGator has since grown from a small hosting company with just 3 servers to a world-leading and industry-recognized hosting provider running more than 12,000 servers. So they've slowly increased in size. That means they're continuously growing. So that's a good thing, right? So HostGator's more than 8 million domains make up about 1% of the world's internet traffic. They provide innovative products and services to its more than 800,000 customers. So it's a good thing that it's really recommended that you use HostGator. As an innovator in technology and product, They are designed to complement their existing businesses. HostGator represents customers in more than 500 industries, from independent freelancers to Fortune 500 in more than 300 countries. So that's a lot of numbers. Because of the nature of reseller hosting, HostGator customers are often web designers or developers who have chosen to provide to their customers with hosting services. So that means that you are in good hands because the developers of this or the handlers of HostGator are really web developers. Businesses of all sizes and shapes often make use of the affordable but still powerful shared, reseller, and dedicated hosting services of HostGator. Now, clients range from complete novices to specialists in computing and technology. That's how HostGator has evolved in many years. So when it comes to experience, HostGator really has the experience for web hosting in general. Yes, as I told you, it represents customers in more than 500 industries. Now, the uptime of HostGator is about 99.98%. They also offer 24/7 chat, phone, email support. They offer SiteLock, Spam Assassin, and SSL certificate for their security. And what I like about it is they have 45-day money-back guarantee, unlike others who offer just 30 days. So this is more prolonged or prolonged trial, free trial for you. So hosting plans ranges from dedicated to shared, BPS, and WordPress hosting. They also have backup plans, so it differs per plan. So make sure to check the plans of each hosting plan that they provide. Their pricing, it starts really slow, but the renewal price can become really high. So make sure that you check out the renewal price first before selecting them, because you don't want to get shocked later on and it might cause you frustrations or money issues later on if it suddenly peaked or spiked at a higher renewal price. So of course, we recommend HostGator. As you might see from the information that we've disclosed to you, HostGator offers affordable rates for good quality web hosting. Since HostGator uses Bluehost data centers, the performance and reliability of their services is close. So close to that of Bluehost, which is very good. Plus, they have a high level of ease of use and convenient customer support. So HostGator is a pretty nice web hosting option cost for customers worldwide. So we really do recommend it. Next is Hostinger. So Hostinger is what was established in 2004. Hostinger now has more than 29 million users collectively, with its subsidiaries in 178 countries. Now, Hostinger services were located in 39 countries in 2014, and a company was founded in Brazil along with new brand weblink.com brand. A new data center and a business have been opened in Singapore and in October of the same year. So you see, they have a lot of subsidiary countries in subsidiaries in different countries. That tells you that they're really growing big. So if they're growing big, then perhaps they're really doing something right in their web hosting services. Hostinger's uptime is 99.95. They offer free SSL, BitNinja, and Cloudflare as security, and live support, 24/7 live support that is. And they also offer 30-day money-back guarantee. They back up free daily and weekly backups. They do that. They have hosting plans of shared, VPS, cloud, and WordPress a hosting plan. Their prices are one of the cheapest out there. So if your number one factor is really the price, then perhaps Hostinger can be one of the top hosting providers that you might wanna check out. Now, we recommend Hostinger. Hostinger is neither a stellar web host nor a stinker. The business falls right into the middle ground where decent providers of web hosting work. The uptime and customer service of Hostinger shine, but the lack of dedicated servers and telephone support slightly dulls the experience. So they offer live support, but it's really that limited. So that's the other downside of Hostinger. But then again, it's a top pick for websites advice because aside from that, they really offer it in a very low price and it's just right. So if you're looking for a website that's just right, then a Hostinger is just the right web hosting provider for you. Next, we have A2 Hosting. A2 Hosting is a green hosting company partnered with carbonfund.org. It's a major global corporation working to reduce the impacts of climate change. That's why it has a green background, perhaps. Now, since 2007, A2 Hosting has proudly claimed to be 100% carbon neutral. Its Icelandic data center has no carbon footprint due to its geothermal cooling system. This web hosting company's core goal is to create and maintain such a good web hosting company that the employees want to use themselves. So here are the four main things that they concentrate on. They have lightning fast loading times, best developer software, 99.9% uptime, and a committed first-class Guru support team available 24/7, 365 days a week. So they create likable web hosting services. That is what A2 Hosting is really mainly focusing on. They want a web hosting provider that consumers doesn't only want, but they themselves as managers of or employees of A2 Hosting would want for their own website. So, and if you're really a person who also, who also cares or who really advocates for climate change, this particular website hosting provider is the best for you, especially if your website has something to do with climate change, perhaps, or with saving the earth or something to that effect. Let's take a look at their uptime. Their uptime is 99.9%. They offer a wide range of security features and an impeccable, strong support, customer support 24/7 via phone and live. And this is what I like about them. Anytime money back guarantee. So if you fail to get satisfied with them, with their service, then they offer anytime money back guarantee. But of course, you need to understand the terms and conditions first before you don't claim that it's entirely free if you've used it for a year or so. There's still some terms and conditions, so you need to check that out. They offer free, automatic daily backups and server rewind tool. They have different web hosting plans, shared, VPS, cloud, WordPress, and dedicated. So that is A2 Hosting, and we recommend them because of these reasons. Now, A2 Hosting is very much recommended by Websites Advice. A2 Hosting provides a variety of flexibility in types of plans and in different available inclusions. So plans can be used for a vast array of purposes, and you can manage your site or have it to be done for you by A2 Hosting gurus. The gurus here are the people who are knowledgeable in the technicalities of running a web hosting provider. So when you open an account in A2 Hosting, it's already optimized for WordPress users. That's also one good thing and the reason why we recommend A2 Hosting. It's already optimized for WordPress users. So it is recommended. Next, we have SiteGround. SiteGround, what makes SiteGround unique is its unique team of individuals who have been providing outstanding services to their clients' websites since 2004. So the team put their passion, dedication, and expertise in taking care of their clients' websites and their clients and their websites every day. SiteGround is actually one of the most popular web hosting provider out there and one of the most trusted ones. SiteGround has grown to more than 500 employees. So that's a lot of workforce for a web hosting company. So that means if you select them, that's a good thing, right? Because you have a unique workforce working to better your web hosting or your website. So a large number of their team of their men, including their top executives who started working at SiteGround 10 years ago or more, are still part of their team. So you see, these are really experts and tenured people working on or working in SiteGround. So guarantee that you can really get quality services from them since their workforce is really a unique set of individuals with high expertise when it comes to websites. So in the high-paced IT industry today, this long-term dedication results in a healthy company culture with vision and values that drive them steadily ahead. They, they are also pleased that each year they can embark on talented people who who adds a lot of or contributes a lot of expertise to improve their services. So technically they love what they do and they are motivated to provide exceptional services. They are also effective, they also offer effective and easy to use application tools. They solve obstacles. Their rivals find it difficult to, their rivals, other web hosting providers, they find it difficult to navigate or to help their users navigate their websites. But here in SiteGround, they find it easy. So because they use effective and easy to use application tools that are available to any customer that they have. Their customer facing software has been built in-house to guarantee an excellent user experience and an operational performance on their platform. So guarantee that all their tools follow the same design guide to ensure a quality service. So that is SiteGround. So let's take a look at SiteGround's performance. When it comes to uptime, they have 100% uptime. Now also, they offer a wide variety of security features such as SG Site Scanner, Spam Assassin, Hotlink, among others. I also like their customer support because if you take a look at it, they have a ticket-based system, live chat, and 24/7 telephone assistance. So every options are there in SiteGround. That's why it's really a good web hosting provider. Now, they also do free daily backups and their prices are affordable at the starting price. So they offer it a very low price in the beginning, in the start, but expect that they have high renewal rates. Now, we recommend SiteGround because it has strong features, so it's strongly recommended by Websites Advice. SiteGround is positioning itself as a hosting provider for newbies, particularly small business amateur. So SiteGround services, from its limited features to support resources, are designed for mom and pop stores, sole owners, and independent businesses that do not have a lot of design time or fancy web skills. So they do a lot of, or they offer a lot of convenience to their users. Moreover, the surprising number of security features, just like what you see here, of SiteGround also indicates that it has small businesses in mind. So this particular web hosting provider really caters to that of small businesses, not only dedicated to large enterprises, but they feature, or they focus mostly on small businesses. So if you're a small business, perhaps this particular web hosting provider is the best one for you. Small businesses are highly vulnerable to website attacks. That's why they offer this type of particular security feature. So they are unlikely to invest in a site scanner to search for malware or a cloud provider to protect them from denial of service attacks. So the fact that SiteGround does it for them makes it a good friend, or makes it good and excellent for small businesses. Okay, and we also have, last but not least, we have InMotion Hosting. Without a doubt, all of the web hosting providers have fantastic hardware. However, InMotion Hosting prides itself because its real talent comes from its associates, similar to that of SiteGround. Their team of web hosting experts has an average of 4 years of professional hosting experience. So moreover, all of their support staff undergo a rigorous internal training program. No support can handle their chat, phone, or emails unless they have at least 160 hours of internal training on subjects such as LAMP stack, email clients, CentOS, and everything in between. So you rest assured that when you are using InMotion hosting, you are in the hands of experts who have gone through rigorous training. So that is very awesome, right? So if that does not amaze you, sorry, how about their management? Their management is a team that is composed of technology experts who average 10 plus years of web hosting experience. So that is some serious amount of experience, right? 10 plus years. They strive to keep their associates happy through team outings, free lunches, annual picnics, and more. So you can really see that they are managing their workforce very carefully so as to make or to provide a service that is impeccable to their users. So let's check out the uptime and different features of InMotion hosting. They have an uptime of 100%. They offer a wide range of security features. Unlike SiteGround, they have ticket-based system, live chat, and 24/7 telephone assistance, 30-day money-back guarantee, and they offer a wide variety of hosting plans, free daily backups. They have affordable starting price, but just like SiteGround, they have high renewal rates. So we recommend InMotion hosting solely because it has outstanding credentials. So it's a definite yes. InMotion hosting has a strong industry reputation for providing business class hosting at an affordable price, and its customer service is truly outstanding. So InMotion hosting is the only A plus web host rating over the past 9 years with BBB. So they actually have a reputation in the web hosting industry. For all sizes of businesses and individual freelancers who want to take their business website seriously, we definitely and strongly recommend InMotion hosting. So, these are the top picks of websites advice. So if you consider one of these web hosting providers, make sure to check out our website as well for you to be really guided comprehensively, especially when it comes to the pricing of each of these web hosting providers. And remember, we are also giving away freebies, and one of these is the use of promo codes. So promo codes are offered to you when you avail of these web hosting providers that we recommend. And I'll go over and walk you through on how to avail of the promo codes. And if you haven't received it in your email yet, I'll show you how to do it or how to avail of it in our website. Just wait for a moment. So, as I said, if you haven't received yet an email on how to about our promo codes, you can go ahead and go to our website. So here is the dashboard in our website. So all you need to do is, you have these arrows here. If you cannot see this, if this is the first thing that you see, you can go ahead and click that. And then we have the tab for get promo codes. So click on that and it will direct you to our promotion codes. These promotion codes are from our web hosting partners, our top picks. So you can go ahead and choose from here if you select or if you choose to get this 9 top web hosting providers that we've told you, or that we've shared to you as your website's web hosting provider. So just go over here, find the web hosting provider that you like. For example, you like Bluehost, click on that, and then it will direct you to the Bluehost website. So this means that once you already go here, use our promo code as a link to go to the Bluehost, you will already have a discount or a promo. So that is one way to avail of the promotion codes that we are offering. So not only Bluehost, but we also have plenty. So just make sure to go to our website and look for the promo codes. Okay? So that's it for our promo codes. Sometimes it's difficult to see what you really need and what you want when there's a lot of options claiming they are the best. So being wise in deciding the best hosting provider is really the first step in guaranteeing a successful website. So I suggest you take your time thinking about it. Go over the checklist that we've provided for you and add more checklists or add more details in the checklist for you to really evaluate what you really want to consider, what factors you really want to consider in choosing your web hosting provider. Again, it all boils down to the number one question. This will be all the basis for your decisions later on. Because like any other goals you achieve in life, preparation plays a vital role. So be patient and do a lot more research so that you'll be able to choose the right provider for you. I suggest you really take your time and evaluate your options in selecting the best web hosting provider out there. So this ends our discussion today. Please stand by for our question and answer session. We have Kenneth to join us again today to answer all your queries. So please stand by as I pass him through.